wish I had her as a wife. A real wife. A real wife.
I am so tempted to strangle the hell out of this man.
Alright, so today I was watching Wife Swap pretty casually when I came across this episode that I just had to share with you guys. Today we're looking at the Smokes and the Beavers, two very ridiculous last names. The Smokes are a married couple that haven't slept in the same bed in over 10 years, and the Beavers are kind of tree huggers. I mean, go figure. I mean, it's in their fucking name. But our primary focus today is going to be on the Smokes family, specifically the husband of the Smokes family, because his marriage with his wife is not going too well. Honestly, it doesn't even seem like they like each other. But instead of, like, I don't know, divorcing or something, they went on to the TV show Wife Swap, and the husband actually ended up kissing the wife that swapped over, who wasn't even slightly interested, by the way. I don't know why they didn't, like, stop that from happening. But yeah, this is a pretty cringe-worthy episode, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, and it's really awkward watching him interact with this woman that he clearly is infatuated with.
Strict Aletha believes that children should be seen and not heard, and has refused to share a bed with gun-toting hunter husband Glenn for 10 years.
Why do they roast the families in every single intro? It's bad enough dude's been sleeping on the couch for 10 years.
And the Beavers, an environmentalist family from Arkansas. Amy is an animal rights activist who believes that kids should be independent and outspoken.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great mom. But what's going on with the dad? He looks like a custom GTA 5 character and also kind of like an escaped convict.
On a 500-acre plantation in South Carolina, patriotic Southerners Aletha Smoke and her husband Glenn live with the 55 members of their extended family.
I think having all the family around us fills in gaps that Glenn and I have in our marriage.
What do you mean by that? How does your family fill in the gaps that you have in your marriage? To me, it sounds like you guys are getting a little bit too Southern.
We have not slept in the same bed in 11 years, maybe.
Don't worry, man. Her cousin's really filling in that gap for you right now.
My wife to be more loving, being more close to me, maybe get back to sleeping in the same bed.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, especially not after she watches this episode, man. Dude said that he wishes that the other woman was his wife. Although at the same time, I mean, his wife apparently doesn't kiss him or hug him or really love him. But don't worry, guys. Going on Wife Swap will really fix all that.
To relieve tension, Glenn loves nothing more than to shoot his guns and mount his animals.
Here's to hoping he doesn't shoot and mount his wife anytime soon.
I think a good wife to him would be one that hunts and fishes with him.
I think you and him might disagree on that one. This lady would be the perfect wife for him.
A real wife.
Nah, but seriously, why are they even married?
But now, Aletha must abandon all of this.
That was the most backhanded shit ever. They know that she's not abandoning much at all. I mean, she may as well be married to Muscle Man at this point, dude.
Amy Beaver is an animal-loving pacifist liberal who lives with her environmentalist husband, Jeff. They've been together for 12 years, and the physical side of their relationship is still going strong.
I'm sorry, but respectfully, I don't want to imagine these two engaging in a physical relationship.
We feel like it's an accomplishment after 12 years of marriage for the sex to be better now than when we first got married.
And I feel like that was way too much information. Please go away.
I've always loved animals. Always had a great, deep, compassionate love for animals.
That's nice. I mean, I fuck with some dogs and cats. They're pretty cool. I don't know if I would say I have a deep compassion and love for animals, but they're awesome.
And was very much against the whole hunting thing.
I can kind of tell, man. I mean, you're twitching and malfunctioning just thinking about it.
All creatures belong to God. I'm sorry.
Yo, it's okay, bro.
Each wife has written a manual as a guide to the running of their home.
We have a lot of sex, okay? Thank you.
Why is that even in the rule book? Is she supposed to start fucking him or something? Why is that there? That's just such an odd thing to put inside of the rules. Like, is this like a requirement?
And we often get creative. Well, thank you for sharing that with me.
That's just an image that I didn't need inside of my head, dude. I don't need to know that you guys play Twister in the bedroom.
Sunday lunch is always a big family affair. It's always just the three of us because we're very close and like to keep it that way. Okay.
You're literally the same person that said that your family fills in the gaps in your marriage. You can't judge them.
25 members of my extended family. Oh, God.
Damn, is she all right? She just keeps fucking crying. She seems like a cool lady and everything, but she turns into a fucking waterfall anytime anything slightly inconvenient happens.
Coming up, the wives meet their new families.
I was expecting someone big and fat and ugly.
If you're expecting that, look in the fucking mirror, jackass. This is the last guy I want to hear calling anybody fat and ugly. Dude, come on. You probably thought that shit was so smooth, too. Like, oh yeah, this'll get her. Telling her that I assumed she'd be fat and ugly.
Amy Beaver is an animal rights activist who hates guns and never sees her extended family.
We get it, dude. She loves animals. I promise the clips have shown us well enough.
I think Amy is very beautiful. I was expecting someone big and fat and ugly.
Bro, no offense, but you're literally lactating. But damn, I've never seen somebody sell out on this show so goddamn fast. She's barely even met her yet. I feel like this show purely exists to just destroy marriages. There's no way that they were better off after this.
It's 6 in the morning and Glenn's up cooking breakfast. The evening before, he and Amy talked late into the night.
I would like to talk to Lisa like I talked to Amy last night. She's always coming up with excuses to go to bed earlier. She's tired.
Yeah, maybe your wife just doesn't like you, dude. I feel like if you're married to somebody and they just make excuses to not talk to you ever, is that really even your wife? What do you guys do together that husbands and wives do? You guys don't talk to each other. You guys don't sleep together. You guys don't fucking kiss. I saw realer relationships back in like fucking middle school, man. This is just barely even a relationship.
She don't want to mingle.
Yeah, but neither does Amy, dude. Don't get it twisted. Just because she's having a conversation with you doesn't mean that she's about to replace your wife. She doesn't like you. And honestly, dude, I don't really like you either.
I have a headache and I'm tired.
Girl, you're not crying because you had to wake up at 6 a.m. Did you never go to school before? School really has kids waking up at like 5:30 a.m. every single day for like 14 years, man. Jesus Christ.
I hate this. I hate it.
Over at the Beavers, while Emily gets herself ready for school, Aletha has to stay in bed until 10.
I've never gotten the waking up at a certain time rule when it comes to this show. If her natural body clock is to get up at 6 in the morning, she really just has to sit there for the extra 4 hours. They're making it seem like she can't do shit in the meantime whatsoever, too. Like, she can't get up and cook breakfast, or even, like, watch TV or anything. She just has to sit there in absolute silence for the next 4 hours. It doesn't really add up to me.
I think if she really loved Emily, she would make sure Emily got up, got ready for school, maybe had a little bite to eat, and if it's a piece of toast or a bowl of cereal or something.
Okay, I don't know if I want to take any advice on this lady about love, but I mean, she kind of has a point. She should definitely get her kid ready for school. I mean, that's time that you're never going to get back. I'm not going to say it makes her a shit mom or anything, but if your kid has to get up at 6 for school, you probably should be getting up with them. Because, I mean, after all, usually more often than not, you can just go back to bed afterwards after they're, like, safely sent off. That's just how I feel about that entire thing, though. I don't really care that much, though. Not my kid.
I mean, shoot, go back to bed after you get her up.
If only she loved her husband as much as she loves this lady's kid.
Good morning.
She's not looking forward to it, because not only does she hate work, but she has to meet the extended family.
Something tells me she's about to cry again.
I worked with the family.
Oh no, oh my god. That's so hard and difficult.
And then who did I have to work with again this afternoon? The family.
Oh no, say it ain't so. Has she just like never had a job before or something, dude? Like, I mean, she can't be this terrified.
I've never had no.
Well, I guess that kind of answers my question then, huh?
You look nice.
Thank you.
A lot of the husbands, wow, were very jealous of me.
Trust me, dude, there's nothing to be jealous of. That is not yours. I wouldn't even say that your wife's yours either, to be honest.
This is Amy. This is my new wife. I wish I had her as a wife, a real wife.
I wonder what it was like sitting down on the couch watching this episode with his actual wife. There's not much you can really say to defend this part, like, oh honey, I was just making a joke. I was
Amy has
kidding.
declared he must write a love poem to woo Aletha. He's been looking for inspiration all day.
Damn, it's that hard to write a love poem for your wife? I feel like he's going to have to go to Amy for some inspiration, honestly.
So what we're going to do this morning is take down the Confederate flag as a family.
All it is just a battle flag.
Just whose side are you on here, Glenn?
The Confederate flag may be down at the Smokes house, but Glenn has decided to ceremoniously send it to Nana's.
Why? They lost for a reason. Imagine if they didn't. All I know is I wouldn't be here right now.
And Amy has insulted Glenn's Southern pride.
Fuck your Southern pride. Kill yourself.
I think the rule changes suck.
Cry about it, you big baby. It's a flag, dude. And it's not like she made you burn it or some shit. You took it to the Nana's house. You're just gonna get it back when she's gone.
I'm not gonna try to abide by any more rules.
How are you this old, yet this goddamn stupid? Aren't old people supposed to be like wise or something? You literally have gray hair spouting out of your fucking asshole at this point. But you act like a 7th grader.
Glenn has hoisted the Confederate flag back up over at Nana's, and Amy is furious.
So much for making her your wife, huh, Glenn? Guess that shit's not gonna happen now. But hey, big shout out to Amy for not being a big dumb idiot, alright? Really don't have a problem with her or her family. I mean, yeah, she cried a lot, but she's cool.
I am so tempted to strangle the hell out of this man.
I'm kind of surprised that the flag is what really threw her over. I mean, this guy kind of assaulted you, and it's been nothing but a big fat asshole this entire time that you've been here so far. But other than that, I totally agree, and I definitely would too.
Next, Jeff breaks down.
Why is the narrator saying that like it's like some cool new movie? Jeff has an episode. Like that shit's not cool, man. He's breaking down. Fuck.
The stuff that I'm getting back is just complete negative.
I'm doing my darndest.
And the Beavers and the Smokes battle it out.
I didn't end up showing too much of the Smokes family wife interacting with the Beaver family because, I mean, it wasn't really the main focus of this video. Let's just be real. Nobody's here for that. But don't assume that she is some awesome lady and that this Glenn guy's just betraying her while she's gone. She's been nothing but an asshole. They're both the perfect match for each other because they're both pretty shitty human beings. And I'm honestly genuinely shocked that they've managed to stay together for so long. Like, it's been so long. I don't know how they managed to even get married to begin with. It's all just kind of beyond me, but whatever. It comes off like they hate each other so much that they just make everybody else in their lives completely miserable.
You treated my child badly.
No, I did not.
Damn, Karen's about to get her ass beat. I've never been this excited to see the ending of an episode before. We're definitely gonna watch it this time.
After the humiliation of the flag not coming down properly, Amy's determined her next rule will not be disobeyed. Glenn has to take down his beloved stuffed animals.
They're beautiful. That's art.
Bro, it's dead ducks on a wall. Get over it.
While we take down the animals, I'm going to read a prayer written by St. Francis of Assisi.
Okay, that's way too goddamn much. I'm not gonna lie. And no, personally, I would not make him take down his little stuffed animals, which they're not fucking stuffed animals. It's taxidermy. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like this is some sad situation. I mean, these are dead ducks on your wall. It was really only ever sad for the ducks.
For they are your creation.
I want to get away from this lunatic.
Bro, you've kissed her more this episode than you've kissed your wife in like 15 years. I'd say that you're the lunatic.
I don't know where Glenn is, but he's somewhere on the property because I can hear him screaming outside.
What in the fuck does he have to scream over, man? You'd assume that they're turning him into taxidermy. People like this guy and the dad from the racist wife swap video just give me such a big fucking headache, because it's like, how are you in your 40s and you act like you're like 13 years old? How did you even manage to have children and raise them to speak and function? It's honestly kind of impressive that this was able to make children, like 3 of them too.
Go back to Arkansas and let our mom come back here.
There you go, Bubba. There you go.
This kid does not know the half of it. If it were up to Glenn, she would have been the mom a long time ago.
Glenn, I love you in spite of your beliefs. I need you to love me in spite of mine.
No, not
You
now.
will not love me in spite of my beliefs.
No, because I think your beliefs suck.
There's no way that this guy's a fully grown adult, but yeah, let's go ahead and see what happens when these two families interact with each other, because let's just be real, this is going absolutely nowhere. There's no getting through to Glenn or to his wife, and I don't even know why Amy or her husband are trying at this point.
I made a genuine attempt bringing flowers, just as I do, Amy, because I know that you've had a hard time over the last few days.
And what did I say?
The only thing you said was that you clean the vase.
Basically, he got her flowers, and she didn't thank him, she didn't appreciate it, and this was after her entire rule change, where, by the way, her rules consisted of putting up a Confederate flag. Despite them butting heads, he went and bought her some flowers, and she just kind of complained.
It's just complete negative. All the time. I'm getting nothing but negative.
I'd be upset too, man. I could not imagine living with this person for like 3 or 4, God knows how many weeks, I don't know. And no matter what, anything that you say, anything that you do, they just take it negatively and they just kind of shit on you, no matter fucking what. I mean, he didn't have to go and get her flowers, especially after she was already being kind of a dick, but he did it anyways, and she still found a way to complain.
She's made my house a completely negative place to be. If she were actually the mom in this house, there's no way I would ever want to come home from work.
Yeah, that explains why her husband's always gone fishing and why he wanted a different wife, man. Let's just be real. But yeah, let's go ahead and skip to the families meeting each other for the first time.
We discussed it. Glenn undermined me all the way. When I implemented rule changes, everything was hunky-dory. And then when it came time to actually go follow through, you had to put up a fight every single time. And then you
That's
would
my way
throw
of
a
doing
fit.
things.
Your way of doing things is a 9-year-old's way of doing things, man. You kind of need to grow the fuck up if you ever expect to get along with anybody. And you can't agree to some shit with her and say that you're completely down for those rules. And then when it actually comes down to be time for those rules to be enforced, you start bitching like a little kid.
Oh, what are you going to do about it, Miss Tree Hugger?
What does that have to do with anything?
Because both of y'all are daggum tree huggers.
What does it have to do with this?
Nothing at all. He's a fucking idiot. He just wanted to insult you. If it were relevant to the conversation whatsoever, then by all means, go ahead and insult somebody, but it's not. Oh, I may be a dumbass, but I'm not a tree hugger. You are such a problem that your own wife does not like looking at you at night.
Because
Because I'm an environmentalist? Because that has absolutely nothing to do with our home, the way our home functions.
The way that you got your hair looks like you need to go across the ocean and live with the daggum Aborigines.
Okay, and the way that you have your chins makes you look like you're going to die of cardiac arrest. Just because a guy has dreads doesn't mean that you can compare him to some random civilization. And I promise that not in a million years are you any better than this guy whatsoever because of his hairstyle. You are a fat loser.
Maybe I should, because...
Maybe you should. Maybe because you're not
just
fit for society around South Carolina. Like,
Yo, don't even try pulling up to his hood in South Carolina, dude. You wouldn't last a day. Like, what the fuck? Why would he care if he's not fit? Oh no, I can't go to South Carolina. Who in the fuck's trying to go there? Let's just be real.
It was a completely uncomfortable situation.
I agree.
You wanted to make me look bad. And that is exactly what you did, because you are manipulative, you are cruel, and I hope I never see you again in my life.
Yeah, I hope that I never see them again either. Really just a fucking eyesore, the both of them, to be honest. But I think that's where I'm wrapping the video up, guys. Really hope you guys ended up enjoying. That was actually pretty fucking funny to me. Like I said inside of the first wife swap video, you can't expect people to literally swap wives and never cheat, ever, not once. It's just bound to happen, especially when you have people like Glenn roaming the world. That dude would probably fuck anything at this point because he's definitely not getting any action from his wife. Her cousins probably are, though. Just a South Carolina way, I guess. But yeah, I really hope you guys ended up enjoying today's video. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow, but if I don't, I'll see you guys the next day. It's usually how it goes. And if you made it to the end, I'd really appreciate you commenting on the video saying wife swap so I can find your comment and heart it. It really helps me seeing how many people make it to the end. And I always really appreciate it too, not just saying that shit either. I mean, it really makes my night seeing that people actually watch my videos, dude. So thank you guys. I love you guys so much that I actually wouldn't cheat on you. See ya.